I appreciate your style. I appreciate you in the way that you want to express like your art, bro. Like, 'cause I think in the way that you want to do things, I think a lot of Christian artists are trying to do so, but I think they were wanting like honestly, like it's if we're keeping it 100, like politics, right? It's just like, hey, you gotta stay within the Christian bubble in order to kind of get like honestly, like the only way you make money as a Christian artist is if you're like, hey, like you're staying within the bubble, you're popping, whatever, and people are liking you for the sanitized version of you.
Right.
But the fact that you want to go outside of the box and be like, hey, I'm going to say whatever I want to say. You don't really know me personally,
Right.
and I'm not gonna take it any type of way. If you don't rock with it, that's cool. But there's someone out here that will. And
Right.
it seems like from what you're doing, you're trying to reach out to those people that like may not listen to like, I don't know, they may not listen to Lecrae, but they'll listen to Rockstar JT, you know what I mean? And then when they scroll and they try to find like, okay, like what's his music about? And they find like an interview or something, they're like, oh, bet like he loves Jesus, but he still makes this type of music. So like honestly, bro, I appreciate that a lot.
Yo, and if y'all find the interview, bro, hit subscribe on it. You know, hit the like button.
Yo, I'm dead.
If y'all find the interview,
yo, I'm gonna share this interview. I'm gonna share this mug. Like, I really love this joint. Like, so I really want people to hear what you just said, bro, because that really like got tears in my eyes under this glasses. So
we appreciate you, bro, for real.
And now like,
sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no, go ahead, Josh.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. I'll go. Nah, like I think for a while, like just even I'm not an artist, right? I'm just here. I just pod and stuff, right? But and do our edits. But it's just like from the music, from like the Christian rap space, and just people that are consumers like have a lot to say about the artist. And it's just like, okay, if you have something to say about the art, you should make something better. But but you can't. You know what I mean? And it's not like from whoever it is, whether it be a Montel Fish, whether it be a Rockstar JT, Aha Gazelle, Lecrae, whatever it may be, it's like just because they're not making music that's explicitly Christian or the way that you want it to be and all sanitized doesn't mean that, hey, like God's not being glorified in it, because in the image of God, like, hey, there's artistry, right? And you're displaying that art in a certain type of way. So like, you know,
Elijah and I have this conversation pretty often, honestly. And one thing that you said that stuck out in this conversation was that you know you had to be honest with yourself. You know, like I think a lot of people get into this dilemma in CHH in the Christian space, and they're just not honest with themselves, what they want out of it. You know, and at least you're honest to your listeners and you know your following and your fan base. You know, and they get exactly what you're putting out. So you know, yeah, definitely. That's an excellent take, because I think Josh asked me the same question back in April when I think it was in season 1, and the same thing. Like, I wouldn't consider myself a Christian rapper at this point either, because it's like, first of all, the term rapper, as Rockstar mentioned, it's like it's kind of that in itself is kind of boxing you into one thing, one type of music. And it's funny because like all the songs that I've had that actually have had some type of buzz around it, it actually hasn't been my explicitly Christian music. You know, it's the songs where it's like heartbreak music. You know, it's the songs where I'm singing like on a Justin Bieber type melody. You know, it's the songs that are not necessarily explicitly Christian. And through that type of music, people could find my Instagram. They could find my my social media. They could find the podcast. They could go and subscribe to anime related through me. You know, shout out to Elijah's personal channel. You know, like and they could get a whole different thing. You know, they could end up seeing a Bible verse that changed their life. They could hear something that Josh said theologically that changed their life. You know, and it really isn't just cut and dry or black and white, as you said, you know, like, it's art. It's art, you know, and it's an artist, you know, so there's different complexities. You know, if you agree, disagree, whatever, you know, at the end of the day, that person behind the screen has a life with Jesus, or they may not have it. You know, at the end of the day, you got to guard your own heart. You know, you got to pray for your own heart. But while you're pointing, you know, your finger at this Christian artist, what happens when you step on a Lego, bro? I know y'all not sitting there saying, "Oh God, I'm so sorry for," you know what I'm saying? Like you gonna say something unwholesome, you know what I'm saying? So it's like a lot of people I find in the space, they do point fingers, bro, and it's like yeah, man, you gotta think with a little bit more nuance, you know?
Yeah, and that's my thing, man, where it's just like and that's where I think it's just like, man, people reach, and also like in Christian music, you look at like people like Reconcile, right? I don't know if y'all ever heard of Reconcile and like Fizzle and all of Corey Paul, all of these trap artists that were doing their thing, they plateaued. No shade, you know what I mean? It's like they reached a certain limit where they couldn't go no higher, not because the music was bad, but because it's not the right industry for them. Because like the sound is not, it's more of a pop. I wish we would call it like PHH. You know what I mean? Pop hip hop. Like that's what's really, you know, that's why I wish it, you know, like I really wish something like that, like pop hip hop, like something, but PCHH, I don't know, but like I just think yeah, I just think we should aim for different things. And right now, like even right now, like the reason I like had to look at my phone is because like I'm on my phone doing this interview and I'm literally getting Instagram comments of people like, yo, this is weak, praying for you, bro. Like something's wrong with me, right? Because I decided to step out and do my thing musically. Like my soul is like in the dust or something like that. And I posted a picture on Instagram. Well, I don't know if we're gonna get into that, but if we want to get into that now, we can.
Yeah, go for it, bro. Go for it.
Yeah. So yeah, I posted a picture on Instagram, and it was red, right? It had, I don't know if you guys seen it, but it had like almost 100 something comments. It had 100 something comments, and I deleted some of them, and I blocked a lot of them, a lot of the people. And people were like, yo, praying for you, bro. Somebody said blood sacrifice. Somebody said come back to Christ. Somebody said come back to God, praying for you. What's wrong with you? What is this? All of these mean comments that I'm seeing, and people don't even know. I'm not exposing the story on here, but people don't even know all I'm doing is actually telling a story. And the reason I was in the tub with I got a black ball from Ulta Beauty. Like people said, I'm doing a blood sacrifice from a black ball, a bath bomb that I got from Ulta Beauty. I threw it in the tub and the water turned black. The lights were like $13 something from Home Depot. We literally went to Home Depot, bought the lights, and we have a remote to switch the colors. That's so demonic. They say, I don't know how, but even the vibes when we were doing the photo shoot were very godly, you know, and it comes, I found a lot of joy out of it because it symbolizes something from me where I'm just like, yo, I wasn't destroyed, you know, and I could have been destroyed. I made it from the darkness, you know, even though the darkness tried to overtake me, I still stayed afloat. So people don't really understand art. So of course you would think I'm doing bad or anything, but I'm like, yo, they don't know the young dudes that we have in the next room doing bags and doing shirts for his clothing line. And, you know, we helping give our time and energy into that. They don't know the guys that we have downstairs, like, you know, having people spend the weekend every weekend since we got this crib, me and my homies, they're Christian brothers too. Every weekend we had young brothers spending the night over here, and you know, us giving game, and some of my boys in the fashion photography, I'm in the music. We taking dudes to the studio. I did a video with some of my homies in the studio, taking dudes to the studio and, you know, telling people about God and telling people the way to live your life, you know. But my music may drop an F-bomb, you know what I mean? Like I had to tell a dude, and I don't know if I can cuss on here, but I'm not going to. I told a dude, he was an atheist. We used to smoke weed all together all day. Not all day, but we used to smoke weed all together. And this dude was an atheist, my homie, and he was like, yo, bro, he's a Christian now. He got baptized in 2019. He told me, he was like, yo, bro, like what drew me to Christ is like, bro, you didn't try to perform. You didn't try to like act like you didn't deal with none of this. You pulled up on me. You were consistent, right? And I told bro, I was like, bro, one of the last conversations we had before he gave his life to Christ, I was like, bro, you need to get your together, you know. And that was hard language, you know, but I feel like God was glorified through that. You feel me? I feel like God was glorified through that. And that's me better than saying like, get your S together, or it's just like, hey bro, God bless you, it's gonna be okay. I think me saying get your S together was more effective and more godly in my eyes. So
yeah, man, I feel like a lesson here is, regardless if you agree or disagree with Rockstar JT and what he's saying, what he believes, at the end of the day, bro, it's like you really got to worry about your own heart, bro. I know y'all are lurking on this man's Instagram and y'all care about him so much, right? I know that's what y'all care about, but bro, just worry about your heart.